currently 8:35 and I'm waiting at the station to take the train to Paris Nord, Gare du Nord. I still have to wait like 20 minutes and then I can board. I don't know if I look stressed, but I am stressed. The thing with this itinerary, I can never pronounce that word, but the thing with this specific trip that I'm taking is that I've taken it like a bunch of times because it allows me to take a huge luggage, which if I would take this amount of luggage into a airplane, I would pay so much money. And since I'm moving, I just needed to bring a lot of stuff. But it means that the trip is like 9 hours in total. This morning I had to take a bus, then a train. Now I'm gonna take the train to Paris. Then I need to like have a connection in Paris, so I have to take another train, and then I arrive in Marseille. So there's so many factors in this trip that can ruin it basically. Like if one train is late, if I can't make my connection, then I'm like fucked. And I'm someone who stresses a lot when they travel because of this. Like my worst nightmare is like missing a train or missing a flight. And because the trip is 9 hours in total, that's a very long time to feel stressed in my body, because I'm constantly checking like, am I gonna make it? Is the next train late? Is it early? Also, the first time that I ever took this specific route with this specific, like to go to Marseille basically, I actually almost missed my connection in Paris, and I was like traumatized because I was moving to Marseille from Rotterdam. I had like a huge backpack, a huge luggage, and I had never been to any of these stations before, and I couldn't find the train, and I was like on the verge of crying. No one could help me, and I was like, I don't know, it traumatized me. So every time I take this specific trip, I'm like crossing my fingers that nothing goes wrong. So I hope I will arrive safe and sound in Marseille at the time that I'm supposed to arrive, which is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So let's see. I arrived in Marseille. It feels so strange to be here, honestly. Like, I got out of the station and it all felt so familiar, but at the same time so new again, because I haven't been here for half a year. Like, it's half a year already since I left. And I'm in my own apartment, which is crazy. I mean, not my own. I'm gonna live here with a friend. I haven't had that in almost 3 years, so it feels very weird. Like, the apartment is really nice. I'm really happy with it, and it's exactly how I thought it would be. But right now, honestly, I feel so overwhelmed. Like, I arrived and then I met the landlord and I did like the whole quality check with him, and we spoke a bit. And then I called Dido, my friend who I'm gonna live with. And then I called my boyfriend because he's still in Lisbon. It's been 3 weeks almost since we've last seen each other in Brazil. And once I hung up the call with him, I felt so overwhelmed and like alone in this apartment. And I think I'm gonna like try to just chill and have a chill night. I'm gonna get some food and just relax, because honestly, today was such a stressful day. I'm really happy to be here, but the reality is also that I'm very overwhelmed. I've felt a type of freedom to just like get up and leave for the past 3 years, which has been really, really nice. But it's been something that I didn't want anymore. All I've wanted for the last 6 months is to have a place and kind of get out of this I don't know, like always looking for apartments, always looking for where I'm gonna go next month. Like, I was really tired of it. So I wanted to have my own place. And now that I have my own place, I'm like, what the hell? I think that's why I'm like, I'm gonna record this tomorrow, or when I have my thoughts figured out, because I know this is just overwhelmed and I just arrived and it's been a very, very stressful day. So I'm really all over the place with my thoughts. But it's like, I didn't expect to feel this way. And it's really funny, like when you move to another country, I feel like there's a lot of feelings that come with that a lot of people don't talk about. It's not all sunshine and rainbows and like happy times. It's very normal. That's why I'm like, it's okay that I'm feeling a bit like down right now, because I know that it's very normal when you make big life decisions like this. I'm rambling again, but like, I think I'm just gonna get some food and I'm gonna make this place our home. And then I'm gonna check in with you when I'm a bit more chill and less stressed. It's the next morning and I'm at the worst night ever. I think I was just like full of adrenaline and I couldn't get myself to sleep until 3 a.m. I think it was just, it's a new place, new sounds, new smells, and I just couldn't get myself to relax. So around 3, I fell asleep. I woke up at 5, I fell asleep again, and then I woke up at 6, then I fell asleep again, and I woke up at 8. So overall, it hasn't been a great night. Like I really wanted to rest after yesterday, but it didn't really work out. But c'est la vie. I made myself some really basic breakfast, 2 eggs, and I made some yogurt with nuts and honey. And I'm just gonna eat this right now and write down all the things I have to do, because I have to do quite a lot. I have to take electricity contract. I have to buy towels. I have to buy mugs for some reason. Like it's a guy that used to live here and you can tell by the inventory. So he doesn't have mugs for tea, for example. I also need to do some stuff for work. So I have a pretty busy day, but I'm really, really excited. Like the feeling of yesterday of overwhelm kind of left my body. I think it made room for excitement. And I can't wait for Dido to be here. I can't wait for my other friends to be here. And my boyfriend, obviously, and just to have like the best summer ever. And it's just a lesson again, to give yourself some time and some grace whenever you feel down. Just to be kind to yourself and just accept it for that moment. And then here I am the next day and I'm like, even though I had a shitty night, I'm really happy. So let's get this day started. So I've been like figuring out where to buy like towels and all of that good stuff. And I'm gonna go out in a bit to get, the stuff that we need. Let me close this because I think it's very loud outside. This top, by the way, is from errands, the label. It's a Dutch brand. It's founded by 2 Dutch girls. And I shot for them actually in Cape Town when I was there. The location was like incredible and the lighting was insane. And this is a top that I got from their web shop, and it's something I wouldn't usually pick, but because I don't know, I was allowed to pick something, I was like, let me try something new for summer. I actually really love the color, and it's like a knit kind of top. I'm in my bedroom, by the way. There's a really big bedroom and there's a really tiny bedroom. I'm in the tiny one, and it still has like a small single bed. I will be getting a 140 bed, so it's like literally directly to the wall, because I can't sleep in a single bed. And honestly, there's not much else that fits in this room. There's like a little closet over here, but that's kind of it. But that's fine. I'm used to having small rooms, and because the rest of the apartment is nice and has like a big living space, I don't think it's an issue. yeah, I can't wait to make this cute, because now it's kind of like not so cute. I'm obsessed with the flooring in this apartment, by the way. It's like this red tiling situation that's like typical for old houses in Marseille. I think it adds so much character to this house. It's an old house and you can tell. Whew, okay, I'm back. It was actually way hotter than I thought, but I got some towels. So I need to pick up like smaller ones, but they're just basic gray towels. If you want to just buy cheap towels, the color selection is really bad usually, so this was the best I could find. Then I got some duct tape and aluminium foil and like film plastic. Tupperware, because I am a leftover girly. Hair ties and toothpick. And then I bought basic towel and like, I don't even know what this is called, but to do your dishes, you know. Also not the prettiest, but they're kind of retro vibes. Okay, now, what's next? Oui. Merci beaucoup. Bonne journée. It is such a beautiful day, and I went to a couple thrift shops. I only found one thing that I will show you when I get back home. And now I'm walking towards Parc Longchamp, which is my favorite park. And Parc Longchamp is the park where I was sitting. Which vlog was that? I don't even remember, but the vlog where I was having French class and I was basically going to a park every single day. That was Parc Longchamp, because I was living very close to it. I love this park because it's very peaceful and you have a nice view. So I'm just gonna sit there. I have my book with me and I'm gonna read a bit. I don't know, I'm just chilling for the first time since I arrived, which feels very nice. I just got home again. I feel like I came home, left home, came home, left home like a bunch of times. But I sat and read in the park. I started this one. It's in Dutch. I'm pretty sure it's like you can find this translated because it's very famous. But it's Alles wat er was by Hannah Bervoets. I'm already really liking this. It's about 8 people that come together in a school building. They think they are gonna join a scientist program, like television show, but instead of that, the building that they're in closes down. Not for days, not for weeks, but like months. And basically it kind of tells the story of these 8 people and what happens when they don't really have food, when they don't have anything to survive, and how this kind of develops between the 8 people. Really up my alley, so I'm really excited to read this. Got myself the first plant in the house. It's a basil plant because I use this all the time and I usually keep this alive and just eat from it throughout the summer. So I'm gonna take good care of her. Then I also bought this huge tomato and I paid some good money for this as well. I'm gonna eat this with my salad tonight, so I'm really excited about that. And then in a random thrift shop, I found this silver plate that I'm gonna use to put my jewelry on, because now I don't have it and it looks very, very messy in my room. I need to polish it a bit and clean it, but I think it looks awesome. It was €1. I went to a couple of thrift shops, but the ones in the city center are all kind of tiny and they don't have that much homeware. So I'll probably need to go to like a bigger one, a bit more outside of the city. I'm starving, so I'm gonna make myself some dinner. I made myself a meal. One that doesn't look appealing, but it never really does. I will show you after, but it's like a bean courgette dish with basil. And then I have the burrata salad with some bread. And I'm gonna use the bread to eat it with beans. I'm really excited for this meal. So this is the bean meal. Like I said, it doesn't look great, but it's like topped with really good olive oil, with braised courgette, with chili, salt and pepper, obviously, and beans. And I love beans. They broke a bit, and that's why they look like this. And then my salad. And then I eat it like that. It's super garlicky and it's so nice. I love the texture of beans. I know a lot of people don't like beans, so then this is not for you. But if you like beans, this is a very easy recipe. Vegetarian as well. I just spent 2 hours at the beach. It was so good. Like, it was hot, but then there was also a little bit of a breeze. It was like the perfect temperature. I stayed there for like 2 hours and now I'm back home because I felt hungry, which means I'm gonna have like a really late lunch. And I'm doubting if I'm gonna work a bit after or go out to buy maybe a couple of stuff again. But at this point I'm like, maybe I should wait a bit until Dido comes as well, so we can kind of do that together. Guys, it's already the next day. I didn't really finish my video yesterday because there was just so much I had to do. I had to work, and after I went for a drink with a friend that I actually met here, like I think when I first moved to Marseille, but we basically met on Facebook because we were both looking for a place in Marseille. And then once we actually both made it to Marseille, we decided to have a drink. He doesn't live in Marseille anymore, but he was visiting, so we decided to go for a drink, and I didn't want to shove my camera in his face, so I didn't film any of it. It's already I think it's 1 in the afternoon. I worked all morning. Now I'm gonna do my groceries for the week, slash just some basic stuff that I need, like onions, garlic, olive oil, tomato paste, etc. So I'm gonna go out now to buy all of that, and then later tonight I have a drink with Nadia, which is one of my best friends here in Marseille. I'm gonna take you guys with me again. I figured I could show you my outfit. It's very, very simple. I'm just gonna go for some errands, like I said, but I'm wearing my Uniqlo jacket. This is just like a black oversized shirt. I think it's by H&M men. Then I'm wearing these kind of like soft flowy pants. They are by Monkey. Then I am wearing my ballet flats that I love. They're by Fry, I think. And then I have my Maria bag that I wear all the time because it fits everything. And these glasses, I have no idea, but I thrifted them on King's Day on a market. So that's the fit. Made it back home. I got a bunch of groceries. What I also got is a bunch of spices because there was only salt and pepper in this house and that doesn't really cut it for me. So I got cayenne, herbs de Provence, paprika, cumin, cinnamon, and chili flakes. So I'm gonna put all of this away and then I'm gonna start editing this video, I think. I got a bit chilly, so I decided to close the windows and put this sweater on. It's very strange because the sun is always shining in Marseille, like literally 90% of the year. But the wind, also known as Mistral, is known for being very, very, very cold. So even though it's sunny and there's like a blue sky, the wind is quite fresh. I've just edited 2 TikToks, like the TikToks about what I bought in Brazil, if you want to watch them. I made 2 parts because it was too long. As someone who doesn't overconsume or actually buys a lot unless it's like thrifted, usually, it's very special for me to buy that much when I'm on a trip. And now I'm gonna start on my YouTube videos. I actually washed my hair this morning and I have a pretty good hair day today. I always do the same thing with my hair when I wear it wavy, and sometimes it dries up like this and sometimes it dries up really frizzy and not really that wavy. I have no idea why, but quite happy with this today. Very random, but who else loves a Earl Grey tea? Like, Earl Grey is one of my favorite teas because it's like so flowery. I love flowery stuff. I know a lot of people don't like flowery stuff, but any, like, for example, cookies with Earl Grey in there, or like a cake with Earl Grey, I love. And I think Earl Grey is considered like a very boring type of tea, and I think it's very underrated. So I highly suggest you to get yourself an Earl Grey tea next time you're buying some tea. Okay, I'm doing a second outfit of the day, even though I'm not really impressed with my outfit, but I just don't know how to wear fall, winter clothing anymore. I don't know if that makes me sound pick-me, but I just want to dress like it's summer. Anyways, I'm wearing this sweater thingy that's from Uniqlo. My jeans are from Zara. Then I'm wearing the same flats and the same bag, and yeah, it's very basic. I'm just gonna go for a quick drink, so. vlog. Nice place. I am back home and I made myself a comfort meal. This is a red sauce tuna pasta. And I know you're not supposed to put cheese or cream in a fish pasta, but I don't care. It's already 9:45. This is French, like eating very late, staying out very late for a drink. It's very French, so I'm adapting again. I'm having a bit of a dilemma because I don't know which sunglasses I should wear today. I'm wearing my lime green bag, this oversized blouse that's also by Ring, the brand that's the same brand as the blue top that I was referring to yesterday, I think. It has like ties to tie it together right here, but I like the oversized look. And then I'm just wearing like a black track pants with my Essex that I need to replace because there's holes in them and I'm kind of ashamed to wear them still. So I have the glasses that you've seen the past couple of days, but I think I don't think they go well with this outfit. Then I have very simple black ones. I think they go well because, you know, black pants and they balance it out. But then I also have a really fun option, which is this dark red. I don't really dress super colorful, like in wearing like a lot of color combinations like this, but I think for some reason that it kind of works with this red. So maybe I should just go for it. I'm gonna meet Nadia for a coffee, and after we're going thrift shopping because I need stuff for this apartment. By the way, I've thrifted this sunglass case 2 weeks ago at this random little thrift shop. I think it's so cool with like the silver chrome vibe. I think I'm gonna do it, guys. Okay, let's go. Yeah, for sure. But it's cute, you know? It's like I have my personal assistant filming. I just got home and I'm just gonna show you everything that I got today. I went to this huge thrift shop like I showed you, and I also went to Hema very fast. I don't know why they have a Hema here, but I love it. Let's firstly begin with my Hema stuff. I was missing licorice, so I bought some candy over there. Then I got this you can put like a candle on here, which is what I'm gonna do. I have no idea if this is gonna even fit the entire apartment. I think we have to use way more brown tones, but it was €2, so I was like, let me put something in this apartment that's a bit cozy. I got some scissors, and then everything that I got at the thrift shop. I got this blue mug that is a very cute color. Again, no idea if it's gonna fit the interior, but I just needed a mug and it was 50 cents. Then What I'm also really missing in this apartment are like little bowls. So I bought these two matching ones. I think they were €1 together. I think they're a really nice color. Then I also got a very vintage looking wine opener because we don't have that here. Then I also got these two candle holders that are very basic, but I've had this in a previous apartment and I really liked the look of this. It's very clean, but it reflects the light. I think also 50 cents. Another thing I got at Hema is this thing to put a plant in, which is exactly what I need for my mint and my basil. It was also €2, which is a big reason why I bought it. And then at the thrift shop, I also found this one that's a bit broken here. It was 50 cents. And it doesn't matter, I'm just gonna put like the basil or the mint in there and put it on the closet. I think next to this one, that's everything that I got. I just took a hot shower. Sometimes you're cold from the inside, does that make sense? And I needed like a hot shower and a cup of tea in my new cup to make me feel better. Obviously I washed this, but it's my first time drinking out of it. I have a thing for like big teacups with like a big opening. I don't like narrow cups for tea, if that makes sense. I turned on the TV for the first time. I think I'm gonna watch some YouTube and read my book at some point. I was also looking a bit on Vinted because I need new sneakers. The thrift shop that we went is in Pointe Rouge, which is quite far. And we walked all the way back to my place basically, which is I think an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. And my feet literally hurt from my shoes. So I have these Essex that I've shown you, I think today. And they're so worn down. They're like dirty, there's holes in them and the soles are kind of falling apart. So I think I just need to buy new ones because I can feel it in my back also that it's kind of hurting. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill tonight. It's a Friday night. I'm not doing anything. It's already 9:45. I think I'm gonna also end the vlog right here. I know that I haven't shown you my apartment, and as in like, you know, an apartment tour, I don't think I'm gonna do that, just for privacy reasons. But you know, you'll get to see it a little bit here and there over time, but like really film the whole layout, I'm not really comfortable doing that because it's also not just my place, you know, it's also Tito's place. And also for safety reasons, by the way, because there's weird people on the internet. I think I finally feel a bit settled and just having this, just not having these thoughts of like, I need to leave in 2 months, I need to leave in 3 months, really calmed me down. Now, the next thing to focus on is finding a job. I know in my last video in Cape Town, I explained that I was going freelance and I was kind of putting a lot of effort into, you know, preparing for that. But as it turned out, I didn't work for 4 months. I tried a bit in Cape Town, but I knew I was going to Brazil after. And in Brazil, I didn't want to work. So eventually I didn't do that. I mean, I did a bit in Cape Town, but not as much as I wanted to, because I couldn't commit to long-term jobs, basically, because I knew I was not going to work in Brazil. And in Brazil, I basically chilled for 2 months straight. I didn't film either. I loved it so much. It was my 3rd time going to Rio, and I think it was my favorite time up until now. And I was literally crying in the plane when I left, just because I had such a good time there. Then when I got back home to the Netherlands, I was just focused on finding this place, and I didn't know how long it was gonna take, and we found it fairly quick, but I just didn't know, and I wanted to kind of have a place first before really diving into this freelance adventure. So it means that in my next video there will probably be a lot of emphasis on this, because I need to get productive again and I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. I hope you enjoyed watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bisous.